Hey, beautiful people. Hola, mi gente. What's up? Que bola. It is Thursday, July 6th. We're going to be doing a card of the day, a focus of intention for the next 24 to 96 hours as directed by Spirit. I used to try to do it every other day or every day, but when they tell me to come on, I come on. They tell me to come on, so let's come on. So the card of the day is going to be coming from the Adrinka Ancestral Guidance Cards by Simone Bresi Ando, who's no longer with us. She's now in the ancestral realm. Rest in peace. And sending much love to Joe and their family in the UK and their friends and loved ones here in the US. And Joe is Simone's sister, and I got the pleasure to speak with her a couple weeks ago, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for that connection. I'm grateful for always rocking Simone everywhere I go. This is the Bessie Saka symbol, the abundance symbol from this deck, from the Akan deck. And let's get into the legalities and the announcements of the day. The Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademark, copyrighted, and registered with 3 different classifications with the United States Trademark and Patents Office. Any duplication of this content without my permission is subject to legal recourse as guided by my legal team. On Saturday, July 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the July community reading. So if you have a pressing question and you want to find out what that is, you can join in a group Zoom platform. It will not be recorded for privacy issues. It's $35. For members of I Am the Altar, you're automatically included in this reading. You're not mandatory to come, but it is part of your membership, and it is $35. It's a group, a platform. You can connect with people of like mind and like spirit. And what usually happens is that everybody's question, whatever the answer is, it usually applies to other participants' lives in some way, shape, or form. And that's been the theme for like the last 6 to 9 months. Like, oh my God, you answered so-and-so's question. That made so much sense. So there is that. And then we get to chit chat afterwards if we're in the mood to chit chat and just vibe and just hang out. And you guys can hang out with me for a couple of hours. Again, it's $35 per person, but it's also a great place to connect and with people of like mind and like spirit, like I mentioned before, but also for you to build community with other people. I've had so many people in my community readings connect on social media and even connect in real life. So I think that's great. And I love that. We do have a new moon community ritual coming on July 17th, same 8 p.m. I will be posting that up shortly. I do have Saturday availability since I have been confirmed. I got confirmed yesterday that my bladder surgery is going to be on August 10th. I come back from Ghana on August 5th. I have about maybe 1 or 2 days that's available for sessions before my surgery, and then after that I'm off for 2 weeks. So you might want to get in now in July if you're trying to get in a session, because I might not be back until September. And that reminds me, the Love Thyself program is the 12-week program that I keep talking about doing shadow work and maintaining the most important relationship of your life, which is yourself. And that's going to be starting again in September for new enrollees. For alumni of Love Thyself, meaning that if you've taken this program before, you are welcome to join at any times. All you have to do is send an email. And yes, I do have payment plans. And if you're wondering about payment plans, please send an email through the website, thealmightypineapple.com or vidavaldez.com or readingsbyvida.com. I have all the domains, y'all. So whatever that is, go to the contact page, enter and send an email, and myself or my assistant will get to you. If you do have a pressing question and you need it answered right away, it's a personal situation, I do have 1-card questions. It comes with a video and it's about $65 for that. A half-hour session at this time is $125. A full-hour session is $250. And the unlimited reading, which is up to 3 hours, it's $675 at this time. I understand those rates are high, but you're not paying for the time. You're paying for my years of service, and you're paying of my years of my expertise. I've been doing this for over 35 years. I'm turning 50 this year, y'all. Can you believe that shit? So yeah. So there's that. So you're paying for my expertise. I've been doing this work since I was 14. Under the guidance and tutelage of my grandmother and then my other elders. Such my mother has played a big part in my life, and then my other elders as well in the Santeria and Ifa tradition. So I'm grateful for that. Again, Saturday availability for July 8th and July 15th. So if you guys want to book a session and you don't have any time throughout the week, but you're available on Saturday, July 8th and July 15th is the availability. Let's get to the card of the day. I heard them stop yapping, so let me stop yapping. So let's see. What do we need for the card of the day? Whoa, that was quick. Okay, there we go, just like that. It's called Dwennimmen. It means ram's horn, a symbol of humility together with strength, emphasizing that even the strong need to be humbled. And that's a beautiful spiral symbol. But again, it's called Dwennimmen, ram's horn, a symbol of humility together with strength, emphasizing that even the strong need to be humble. I like to repeat that because sometimes I'd be saying this jacked up and I'd be like, I don't want to say it wrong. So the philosophical significance is strength with humility. Exerting power does not have to be painful to yourself or to others. Assert yourself in a loving way. State your point without raising your voice or displacing another, despite what society represents as power. So stop talking over people, stop yelling at people, stop making them feel a type of way. Like, yeah, my idea is better than yours. Don't make people feel stupid. Again, don't displace your power. Because again, when you do that to other people, that means you are insecure about something. Now, ask yourself this question. Do you want to be right? Or do you want to show that you're a jackass? Which is it? If you want to be right, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So additional meanings for this card: the ram will fight fiercely against an adversary, but it also submits humbly to slaughter. Let me say that again. The ram will fight fiercely against an adversary, but it also submits humbly to slaughter. Meaning that, yeah, I will fight to the death, but my death, I will take my power and bow down. And I will submit. Sometimes you have to submit in these conversations. Sometimes you have to submit in these situations. Not that you have to do it all the time, but there are certain situations that these techniques apply very well. Now, be mindful not to replicate imbalance and find new ways of defining and exerting your power. So instead of over talking people because maybe something you don't want to hear, then just say that. It's like, I don't want to hear that. And if the other person says, well, you need to hear it. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I don't want to hear it. And maybe I'm not in the mental capacity to hear what it is you have to say. And if the other person continues to say or bark at you or say whatever they have to say, then now it's their issue. Then you see that, yeah, you're willing to take things on, but you're willing to be humble with your strength. Like, I am not ready, or I don't want to hear what it is you have to say. I understand you may want to say that to me and you may feel that you need to, but what you need and what I need are two different things. Can we take a break? Can we agree to disagree? And can we come back to this conversation when our emotions are a little bit more calm? So do you see what I'm saying? Like, you can find other ways to state what it is you need to state, but without overexerting your power. In our culture, especially in the Caribbean culture, we've been taught to yell over everybody, and that gets everybody's attention. Yeah, it gets everybody's attention, but it also causes fucking trauma. It's also like, it also causes PTSD. Like, again, that's all I heard my entire childhood. The women in my family were quiet until they exploded. And when they exploded, it was not pretty. Everybody got hit. And then guess what? I mimicked that behavior. And then I started ripping everybody an asshole from the head of the household to down to the baby. I would complain about everything. Do you see what I'm saying? And there's been moments even recently in this year that I've done that. But I'm like, how many times do I have to ask you guys? How many times do I have to say? And I understand sometimes you have to get loud for people to get their attention. But even being in that loud space to get their attention can cause trauma to other people. So again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And if people are not responding to what you're saying in a calm demeanor, then maybe you need to pull these people to the side and have these conversations in a little bit more definite tone or a little bit more disciplined tone and see how they respond. If they still don't respond, then we have a situation, and then they're just clearly ignoring you, or they might have an issue. They might not be able to understand what it is you're saying. They may have some mental health issues that is not allowing them to absorb the information or process it or understand it, and that could be something else. But you never know until you ask. I've never realized that I've probably had ADHD my entire life, but that was never a thing that we announced back in the day. Maybe I do have it. Maybe I don't. My kid, who is diagnosed with ADHD, says it all the time. Like, Mom, I think you have ADHD. If I do, I do. But you know what? Until I feel led to go into that route, I will. But as of right now, I'm trying to do my best to hear what my children have to say, hear what my partner has to say without overbearing them, without over talking them like I was taught to do. So sometimes breaking those behaviors is really difficult as well. I hope I helped. I hope that put some things in perspective, and I hope it made you feel better. Remember, I do have limited availability in July. I will be out for 4 weeks and probably not back until September, so you might want to book now. I have Saturday availability this Saturday and next weekend, and that is it. I love you all, and thank you for being here. Have a great day.